Ever wonder how apps like Instagram make videos play instantly with zero buffering, as if these videos were being loaded from your phone? That seamless and high performance optimization is exactly what we're gonna do today. I'll show you how to implement local video caching right inside your app, and instead of fetching the video from the cloud server every time we need it, we're gonna fetch it only once, and then we're gonna take a copy from the video and then we're gonna cache it locally on the user device. And if the video is gonna be played again, it's going to be repeated, looped, or maybe the user tap on the video to open the video in another model or another screen. The video is going to be loaded from the local cache from the device. There are many benefits for that, but the primary benefit is the app performance. Your app is going to be highly performant because we are going to eliminate the unnecessary repeated network requests. These requests are very expensive in terms of CPU and RAM. And when we eliminate the unnecessary requests, we are going to optimize our app, and the consumption for the memory is going to be much lower. On the other hand, the user experience is going to be very smooth and very nice because now you can implement transitions and animations without having to wait for the video to load. And to give you an example, take the Instagram app. When you tap onto the video expand in another screen, and you don't feel as if the video is loading from the cloud server, because it doesn't. It just loads from the local file on the device. So with that being said, we're gonna jump. Let me show you an example, but before showing you the example, I want to clarify something crucial. What we're gonna do here is a client-side caching. We are working on the front end, on the client side. It's not the server side caching, which is something totally different. And let me take a few seconds to explain to you the cloud caching as well, so you understand the difference between the two things. So caching on the cloud is something related to the infrastructure and the back end. What happens is your cloud service provider, they like if you have your videos stored in the United States, for example, and your users are located in the Middle East, delivering the content, the videos from the United States to your users in the Middle East, it's a very long route. It's not efficient. It's gonna take a long time. So your cloud service provider is going to take a copy of your files, and they're gonna place it on servers that are geographically closer to your users, in that case in the Middle East. So the route is gonna be shorter, and the download speed is going to be increased. Okay, now let's go back to our local caching technique. Before we're going to dive in how we're going to implement this, I'll show you example about before and after we implemented the cache. So first, I'm using the Expo AV library to play the video. Here I have the video component, and here I have the URL. The first URL is from the native model that we implemented, the one that is responsible for caching the video. And this is the pure video without any caching. Here we check if the cache is true, we're gonna use the caching model. Otherwise, we're gonna load the video in the normal way without any caching. Here I'm displaying the video component, and also I'm displaying model, and inside the model I'm duplicating the video component. Now let's open the app, and here I have a local HTTP server because I want to see the access log. I want to make sure that the video is being loaded from the local cache on the device to make sure we implemented it correctly. So I have run the HTTP server, and here let's start with the cache set to false, and here we're gonna restart the app. As you can see, the app has sent a request to fetch the video. Now let me show you. If we click show the model, the app load the video again, and if we keep closing and showing the model, like the app keeps loading the video. The app keeps fetching the video from the cloud server. And also, if you restart the app or the video repeat again, if you have the loop here is looping is set to true, and the video keeps repeating, also it's going to keep sending requests to the cloud server to fetch the video. Now let's set the cache into true, and I'm going to save, and let's open the app again. Now let's restart the app. Now, as you can see, the app didn't send a request to the cloud server. It didn't fetch the video from the cloud server. We are fetching the video from the local cache because we have already cached it on the device. The very first time the video will be loaded, it will be loaded from the cloud server. But the subsequent loads, if the video is going to be repeated or you're going to open the model, the video is going to be loaded from the local cache. As you can see, we keep opening the model and there is no request to the server. Now this is going to be very helpful if you want to implement transitions and animations, if you want to move the video from one window to another window. This is going to be, you definitely need to implement cache because you want the video, the users to feel as if the video is just expanding. It's not loading again. It's not going to send another request to the cloud server and wait for the video to be loaded and played. So if you like what we have done here and if you believe that this is going to be beneficial to you, let's dive into how we're going to implement this. So the first thing, I'm going to go into the app. I'm going to remove the iOS folder and then I'm going to again create a fresh iOS folder. I'm going to use Expo pre-built platform iOS. Now let me show you the framework that we are going to use. I have the framework here. It's called KTVHTTPCache. It's a very popular framework. It creates something like proxy server to serve the video to the user and cache it in the same time. So you don't pause the video or stop the video to cache it. The cache is happening during the playback of the video. So I'm going to copy the framework name and I will go to the pod file. I'm going to go to the iOS pod file and I will paste it at the end of the file. And then I'm going to go into the terminal. I will say pod install. Now, as you can see, the framework is getting installed with the dependency it depends on. Now we have installed the framework. Let's open the Xcode to complete the implementation. I'm going to say open the folder and I will open the workspace file. I'm going to pause the video for a second till the loading finish because Xcode is going to take time to process the files. Okay, now we are going to create two Objective-C files. One file will contain our class, our function that will implement it. That file will be the implementation file. It will contain the convert function that will utilize the framework to cache the video. And the second file is going to be the header file. This is the file will be responsible about exposing the video cache class to our React Native JavaScript. So I'm going to create a new file from template. I'm going to create the header file first. I will call it video cache and then I will click on the create. I will copy the header file from my computer and then we are going to create the implementation file, new file from template. We're going to select Objective-C file and then we're going to call it the video cache and then we're going to click next. I'm going to copy the class from my computer. I have already prepared it because it's going to take a long time to write. I will paste it here. Now, as you can see, we are exposing the model and we are exposing our, we have two methods. One is synchronous and the second one is asynchronous. The convert function is first it check if the proxy is running. If it is not, it will run the proxy and then we're going to use the method from the framework to the method return for us a URL that we can use. That URL will be the cached URL. Now, for more information, if you want to learn more about the framework, you can visit their URL on GitHub to learn more about it. So now we have created the class and we have exposed the class to our JavaScript. Let's again run our app. I'm going to pause this for a minute because it's going to take some time. Now, after the app finish installing, we are going to import the native models, and from native models, we are going to use the video cache class, and from the class, we are going to use the convert method or the function, and then we are going to provide the URL for the video. This is going to be a cloud, a video on the cloud. And the framework that we have installed is going to take care about everything, beginning from the caching and also cache invalidation, remove all the files and all that stuff. You don't have to do anything extra. So I hope that video is beneficial to you, and good luck with your project, and thank you very much.